Welcome to the Manjula Awakening, Capricorn. So what we got was dignified. So something is being strengthened. There's, Capricorn is all about your public image and stuff, public career. What is it? What do we got right here? Career, public image, and legacy. So Capricorn is always whatever house, whether you're looking for your sun sign, North Node, whatever the case may be. The Capricorn architect is to achieve and overcome no matter what the obstacle looks like. As you know, these goats can walk up a freaking mountain no matter how steep it is. So then we're into the planet that we pulled was Neptune. And I said that this when I was pulling this energy, I was like, oh, somebody's went within. Someone's done some introspecting on oneself. Neptune rules the 12th house. And 12th house is was the very next card that I pulled. And that card is actually introspection. So it's like someone is trying to go evaluate how to strengthen their vision in order to really move past any limitations, move past the unconscious mind, unlearn some things of the past. So let's see how this shows up. I didn't plan on doing that deep of a message, but sometimes you just do what you do and let it be what it be. So we've got the Capricorn energy here. All right. Let's see, Spirit, what's going on? What's going on for Capricorn? Thank you. Getting to a place of peace. There's definitely a change going on. Definitely. Look, 23 and 32. So it's like Capricorn is being asked to bring themselves to the present moment and really find the peaceful, like, where can you anchor down peaceful change in the present? Not to say that you're disqualifying or discrediting anything that's happened in the past, but where can you offer peace in the present moment without taking your fears too far into the future and your worries too far into the past? Okay. What's the obstacle here, Spirit? What's the obstacle here? Oh, okay. Discontent and purpose. I feel like that the obstacle is, it seems as if like I master one thing and that's still like, and then I get sent on another path. It's almost as if it feels like they never quite get to fulfillment. It's either because 8 plus 3, that's 11. So it's either, and then 8 is just almost there, and then 11 is a little extra if you look at it from numerology, just 1 through 10, or 0 through 9, honestly. But it's almost as if someone is getting comfortable in 8 because 10, they don't like what 10 looks like. When you get to 10, one feels as if they have to start back over. But the honest goodness of it, even though you go to 1, it's a 1 on a new cycle. And so someone feels as if their purpose is never ending. It doesn't, they can't see the bigger picture. They can't see the Zen quality in the bigger picture. So it's like if they can figure out a way to get from 8 to 11, they'll go for it. What's the lesson to be learned here? Unsure of what decisions to make as it pertains to what path to go. There are a lot of options. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
it's almost as if there are a lot of options and a lot of distractions, and one there's this sense of unclear, lack of clarity. It says, today I will act as if, a positive form of pretending. This is a good way to get past part of a problem or overcome fears and doubts. I will act as if this situation is already resolved and get on with my life. So this is the energy of being unable to move forward because of the yes, it is confusion, but the thing that is standing in the way as the confusion, the thing that is standing as the veil to cloud the vision forward, is really holding on to the things that hurt of the past. And the truthness is, you have to be willing to address those situations and not hold anyone external to you accountable for those things, and really move forward with the understanding that I'm going to be expected to make an offer. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. But so there's a situation from the past that really is clouding the judgment, which is why you're being asked with this card here to make a radical shift, to really kind of like situate yourself in the present moment and only focus on that. I didn't even notice this, but even the egg is here, damn, and the egg is behind there as well. And interesting enough, I'm going to keep going. The egg is in this unfinished symphony as well. But right when the egg is no more, we get this come to the edge card. So what this is letting me know is that this right here, you have put so much effort into putting a level of protection around this, that really your decisions that you make in the past really do walk on the eggshell of protecting this situation here. And Spirit is kind of asking you at this time, Capricorn, no, bust the shell open right now in this present moment. I'm here with you so that we can take a hard look at this right here. Because right now this eggshell is serving as a limitation to your vision. And the universe is not okay with that. Now, hit me up for a personal, or hit someone up for a personal if we need to go into detail for you to figure out what that eggshell is and what this cliff is here. But definitely something needs to be opened up in order to expose something so that your purpose can be revealed. And behind that, if we had to keep going, there was a regeneration that happened. That happens. But only after one is able to look at this. I'm going to go ahead and call it because it was here. Right behind the regeneration. Someone, there's this energy of wanting someone to rectify this orphanage feeling. And while there is an element of mending that will happen as it pertains to this situation, it does not, unfortunately, get to happen until you look at this wound with you and your inner child. This cannot be rectified or mended with anyone until you have given your inner child the permission to mend it. Okay, Capricorn. I think we're just going to do oracle messages. I don't know. No, we won't. No, we won't. Spirit, can you please show me how Capricorn is currently showing up at this moment? How is Capricorn showing up at this moment, Spirit? Thank you. Justice to the Chariot card. So this is Capricorn is like this introspection is something that is actively taking place. I feel like that Capricorn may have this issue with dipping back off into the past, or almost to the point of not even wanting to address it, because wanting to go from 8 to 11 is still trying to skip something. So it could also be a message that Capricorn is beginning to understand that they have to really take an honest look at the truth, and really see where things have been out of balance, and where they need to be brought into balance. Because one thing that I will also say about the 12th house is the 12th house is also about the collective. So if anything that has been done in the name of self-perseverance or self-righteousness, that has to be balanced out, because the 12th house is about doing what's right for the collective. No one gets, I got 11:23 on the clock right there. No one gets harmed in the name of in the 12th house, as far as doing things for the collective purpose. Okay. It's definitely about overcoming any obstacles that make it hard for doing the right choice from a heart space, making a choice from a heart space and not vengeance. All right. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands. So this is the energy of someone doing don't allow your fears and your worries carry you too far in the future that it prevents you from doing what's right in the present moment. That's important for somebody watching this video right now, because it's as if someone feels like their vision and what they want to accomplish is a lot. It's the Ten of Wands. But it's as if it's been, well, if I put this responsibility over here, then I get the glory for it over here, but I don't have to do the work and the responsibility of it here. Well, I'm here to let you know that is exactly what's being blown apart. And whether you like it or not. And this has to be reflected on. A spotlight has to be shined on this concept of life, this way of doing, this way of thinking, because it is bringing repeated cycles of discontentment. And most importantly, it's delaying a divine purpose. Someone has allowed themselves to be consumed with the flesh, with the worldly values of life, and not the collective. I'm actually going to read this. I hope I don't have to dig too far for the book. And not what is best for the collective. Let me see, guys. Okay. So that's 50. That's a 5 card. So that's change, right? There's definitely a change coming in. All right. Introspection. This situation is complex. So what's going on behind the scenes? So learn what's going on behind the scenes before you act. Look for private motives, hidden enemies, and surprised angels. Take time alone to develop an idea or listen within. The 12th house speaks of both who you are when no one's looking and the fact that your fate is linked to every other sentient being. Work with this metaphor. We are all cells in the body of the divine. It's essential that you take care of yourself, your individual cell, and honor who you are. But you also must acknowledge that you work within an organism, i.e., your family, or culture, which operates within the body of all creation. If you just take care of yourself and disregard the rest, you become a cancer that brings illness to the great body. If you deny your individuality, let me slow down. If you deny your individuality, you can't do what you were born to do. Both realities are clear and true. You do exist independently, and you are part of the collective. It's just a perspective shift. It's impractical to get lost in oneness. Whether in spiritual bliss or over identification with your group, and neglect your individual health. But it can be spiritually painful to feel stuck in isolation, single cell mindset. Spiritual practice can help you find a healthy midpoint between a disconnected, lonely state and a state of connectedness, connection to one another, to a cause, or to the divine. Grounding helps you return to your personal path. The challenge. It can be hard to find a healthy place between feeling succumbed by a group or dwelling in stunted isolation. The 12th house asks you to face your fears. In quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, feel the deep connection of the source and know that you are not alone. So I read the action, the challenge, and the gift for that. So take that as that resonates, guys. But I feel as if there is this need to really do some soul reflecting on what it is that you're doing and how is it affecting those around you. Are you giving too much of your power away to others and starving yourself? Or are you starving everyone else while you feed yourself? There needs to be a balance in that. You're needing to balance that out. And unfortunately for someone who is watching this video or resonating with this video, somewhere around you there is a tower coming in to level out where someone was unwilling to balance out a situation because they were unwilling to put in the work. But what they've signed themselves up for is to see that they had the ability to do it all along. They're going to learn a new level of strength. Okay. So we got the Star card. Yes, because this is going to allow healing to come in. The 10 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. So this is something is being presented to as too good to be true, and that's because it is. It definitely has some major strings attached to it, and the one thing that, if this is an offer that's coming to you, that seems very beautiful. It seems as if it would be a very beautiful offer. I do see this energy of making sure that you're standing up for yourself and not from an emotional aspect. You see in this 2 of Pentacles how the water and the boats are all over the place back there riding those waves. Make sure that when there's a need to really master this ability and change the way that your emotions can get the best of you, because when these waves hit, you have the tendency to make choices that cause rift and not peace. So there's going to be an element of really having to see past some of these past woundings that maybe this person that's bringing this strings attached offer into you has, like, these are woundings that this person has either inflicted or salted for sure. But there is this element of, as long as you have taken the time to look at your wounds of the past, the things that you have chained yourself to, that brings this emotional outburst out of you. Excuse me, guys. If you have talked with this and dealt with this wound, then it really will be easier to face than you imagine. But there's a need for you to really do this healing. And it needs to be like, this is a situation that unfortunately it cannot be addressed via emotional. There has to be this expectation that we're getting down to the business and the bottom of what's going on. I don't want to talk about the time that you hurt my feelings this year or last year or any of that. If there's something if there's something from the past that has happened that directly affects the cause moving forward, you better speak on it. But that's why you're needing to go through this Four of Swords energy to gain clarity on the things on what you need to extract from this Three of Swords over here in order to have this King of Swords like energy in the conversation that is to come. But Spirit is giving you an opportunity, so take full advantage of it to look at your wounds that this person tap danced on, enjoyed seasoning it. So address those so that we don't have a repeat cycle. That is definitely strong advice that I'm feeling with this right here. Balance out this defensiveness on how hard it was for you to balance something out. Don't base your criteria off of that, because that was your lesson, your journey, and part of the dividend that you was asked to pay in to receive the abundance that is coming for you. Alrighty. Y'all probably not even still with me, but if y'all are, don't forget to hit that like button. I hate that I even said that like that, guys, to be honest with you. I appreciate if you're here with me. If you are, hit that like button. I'm going in for the closing message, guys. Surrender to the divine. This work through your fears. I'm not even going to explain that. That's self-explanatory. Guys, I pray that these messages helped you on your journey. If these messages did happen to resonate, we would absolutely value and appreciate the thumbs up down below. And in all that we do and in all that we say moving forward, guys, let's choose peace, love, and light.